All right, folks, we are back. Finally, we've been waiting for so long to hear more about the MCU Spider-Man 4. Of course, the kickoff to Tom Holland's next trilogy as Spider-Man, the college trilogy. We're diving in with Spider-Man 4, 5, and 6, but today specifically we're talking about Spider-Man 4, which is said to be looking to begin production at some point next year in 2024. So probably might come out in 2025, which, dang. 2025 is a stacked year. So, I mean, you add this on top of it, it just keeps getting better. We've been hearing little tidbits here and there about this film and characters that may be appearing. It's being said that Michael Keaton will be back as Vulture. Michael Mandel will be back as Scorpion. That's all really exciting. But then there's also been some conflicting reports. Some people saying that Sony supposedly wants Spider-Man 4 to be another multiverse movie, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Tobey, I love Andrew, and as much as I would love to see these three on screen together, doing a whole movie together, save it for Secret Wars. Like, just give us a good quality grounded Spider-Man movie. That's what we all want. That is literally what we all want. We don't want another multiverse story. We don't want another Iron Man Jr. story. We just want friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. And that's what was set up at the end of No Way Home. So that's what we're anticipating. Those are our expectations. So if Sony goes and messes this up, literally the perfect setup right here. If they ruin this, I'm going to be so mad. But with today's news, seems like they either that report wasn't true or they changed their minds or something. I mean, Sony's changing their minds all the time, usually to make the wrong decision. But it's now being reported by Daniel RPK that Daredevil will have a significant role in Spider-Man 4, which this is exactly what we want. I mean, yes, you know, we've all been complaining like, oh, Spider-Man doesn't need help. He needs to be on his own. He doesn't need to team up with Iron Man or Nick Fury or Doctor Strange or anybody like that. But, I mean, if he's going to do a team up, we'll make an exception for Daredevil because it's such a classic team up. Charlie Cox made his return to the MCU in Spider-Man No Way Home. And, of course, again, in She-Hulk. He'll be back in Echo next month. And he's got his own series, Born Again, coming up on Disney Plus in a few years as well. Now, this just is perfect. Again, you had the interaction in No Way Home. Bring them together to grounded street-level heroes. What more could you want than that? Well, how about the villain? Because, I mean, if you're doing Spider-Man and Daredevil, there is one villain they have in common that is just so perfect. And that is, of course, Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin of crime, who also recently returned to the MCU in the Hawkeye Disney Plus series. Vincent D'Onofrio is back, baby. He'll also be back in Echo and Daredevil Born Again as well. But it is being said that they are setting up a Devil's Reign type storyline, recent comic that they're adapting there. And so the basis of the Devil's Reign storyline is basically Kingpin becomes mayor of New York City, which it's also, again, being said that's what's going to happen and be set up in Daredevil Born Again. Willie, he's running for mayor. He's probably going to win. And that's obviously not good for him to be in a position of power like that for our heroes. Now, in the comic, he assembled his own team of Thunderbolts. Now, I think it's just as likely, because obviously we're getting a Thunderbolts movie, I think that's going to be completely separate from Kingpin. What I think instead will happen, Kingpin is going to be the one funding and organizing the Sinister Six. So Kingpin could be maybe a background presence in Spider-Man 4, where he's hiring these different villains, maybe Vulture, maybe Scorpion, maybe some other new faces as well. Kraven the Hunter, Mr. Negative, a Rhino, Hammerhead, who knows? The options, the possibilities are endless. But this, I think, works. I think this works really well. You get some Spider-Man versus Daredevil, you get some Kingpin in there. Again, maybe Kingpin just a background presence here, and maybe again in Spider-Man 5. You know, it's being said that Kingpin is being set up to be kind of the big bad of the street level, like the Thanos of the grounded MCU. So they're going to build him up quite a while. It's not going to be a one and done thing. So I'm thinking they might build him up to do, again, the whole Sinister Six thing, but do that in Spider-Man 6. Because, Spider-Man 6, Sinister 6, boom, there you go. But more interestingly, because, this makes us super happy and excited and everything, but it's to be expected. Now, the unexpected thing, supposedly, also according to Daniel RPK, Marvel is working on getting an appearance from Paul Rudd as Ant-Man in Spider-Man 4 as well, which, random, this is just coming out of left field here, but, I'm down. I'm never going to say no to more Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd's awesome. Sure, Quantumania wasn't the best, but Paul Rudd is still fantastic. He's still amazing. He looks amazing for his age. Sexiest man alive from last year, I think. Now, what would Ant-Man really do in a Spider-Man movie? I have no idea. It'd probably be just a cameo or small appearance, but I do think, first of all, you could pay off the joke in Quantumania where that guy was like, "Oh, thank you, Spider-Man!" And then it was Ant-Man, so Ant-Man can pop up and make a joke. We're both bug guys. We keep getting confused for each other all the time, and, all that, so that could be fun. Also, play with the angle of, after No Way Home, nobody knows who Peter Parker is, but the Avengers worked with Spider-Man in Infinity War and Endgame, so you could kind of address that whole thing and kind of explain, do the Avengers know Peter Parker, Spider-Man, or how any of that works? I think that would be cool, and also, again, just a fun character like Scott Lang, Paul Rudd. It's fantastic. I love it. So, if we could get something basically like this, and then apparently with some Ant-Man in there as well, that'd be pretty cool. This could be a really good movie. Again, the potential is there, but it's Sony, so we'll see. But anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about these reports? We may see Daredevil and possibly Ant-Man as well in the MCU Spider-Man 4. So thanks so much for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video and hit the subscribe button so I can keep you up to date on everything that goes on in the Marvel life.